I love Harry Potter Lego, and because of this I have made many Harry Potter creations out of Lego in the past, and today we are going to do another one. What's the motivating factor, I hear you ask? Well, it's this official Lego set, specifically the Ministry of Magic set released in the summer of this year. See, the thing is, this set's kinda bad. What the set is meant to represent is the atrium of the Ministry of Magic, with the fireplaces, the offices you see on the walls, and also the Fountain of Magical Brethren. And as you can see, the execution of all of these things is just terrible to say the least. So today I'm going to recreate this Ministry of Magic Lego set, but better. A hell of a lot better. So to start off, before we get into any building, we're going to add to the minifigure selection that we see in the official set. I'm going to add Rufus Scrimgeour and Cornelius Fudge, so we can then have the complete collection of Ministers for Magic throughout the duration of the Harry Potter movies. I'm then going to add some other notorious Ministry of Magic workers such as Kingsley Shacklebolt, Barty Crouch Sr. and Lucius Malfoy. All of these additions increases the minifigure count from 10 to 15. Now that's sorted, let's get into rebuilding the actual set. So the obvious thing that's missing here from this Ministry of Magic Lego set is any sort of floor, and with all of these minifigures we're going to need a floor to put them on. So the floor in the Ministry of Magic atrium is all wooden planks. So that's essentially what I'm doing here with this floor. I am building part of the hallway lined with the fireplaces, and then also constructing the circular section at the end where we see all the offices on the wall, and also the Fountain of Magical Brethren. That's why I haven't bothered to tile this middle part, because it's going to be hidden by a big fountain anyway. Now that has been done, I'm going to start building a couple of the fireplaces. The fireplace build on the official set isn't terrible, but I think we can do better. I'm going to make it a lot deeper to accommodate a play feature which will be demonstrated once this section is complete. But now we need to essentially extend this upwards and try and replicate these iconic curved slope ceilings that we see. Now this is going to be tricky, but I'm going to use a technique which essentially makes bendy and flexible Lego. I don't know a name for this technique, but it works by placing 1x2 plates and studs next to each other and then simply overlapping them until you get the length and thickness that you want, and it works quite well. It's probably the best way to get curved walls that I know of. We're then going to place this in the enclosure to finish this section off. Now you may notice a little knob here, and you may be asking what's that for. Well, by spinning this knob you actually rotate the fireplaces at the bottom to reveal a minifigure, so it looks like someone is travelling by Floo powder, which is really cool, and a technique that certainly works better than it does on the real set. So now the fireplaces are done, let's build some of the offices on the wall. Now the ones in the actual set are really well made, to be honest, but I'm going to elect on making them a bit more rounded by utilising these curved window pane pieces. I think that even though they're a little bit smaller than what they look like on the official set, they look more accurate to how they're portrayed in the movies, which is what it's all about really. Now onto the fun part, which is the Fountain of Magical Brethren. Now the fountain in the official Lego set looks nothing like how it does in the Harry Potter universe. It looks genuinely terrible, and I don't say that lightly. So we're going to do this thing justice and build a massive lower basin with a second smaller basin on top of that, with an even smaller basin on top of that. So this actually ends up being a 3-tier basin, which is what it looks like in the actual universe. Now to make these basins, all I did was use an absolute boatload of hinges, connected to bracket pieces where I used some 1x1 tiles to create a little black and green checkered pattern, so a very simple technique which again allows you to make any sort of curvy walls in Lego. Now for the actual statues on top, the in-universe fountain hosts 5 golden monuments to a wizard, a witch, a centaur, a house elf and a goblin. Now I don't have enough room to fit 5 statues on here, so I'm going to depict 3, which is a hell of a lot better than 1. So obviously these statues are gold, so for the minifigures that's easy enough, but for the centaur I had to essentially build the horse body section out of gold bricks, which are hard to acquire, but we eventually did it, and I think the outcome of this statue looks pretty damn cool. The only thing left to do now is to pour in the 3,500 transparent blue studs to make up the water. Now everything is essentially recreated from this original set, and the outcome couldn't be any more in contrast with the original design. I absolutely love how it came out, and to top it off, with help with some of my friends, we managed to recreate that Ministry of Magic banner we see in the set with the actual fabric banner of Cornelius Fudge which we see in the Order of the Phoenix movie. It's just a shame I don't have a place to hang this thing up yet. And I say yet because I want to continue this Ministry of Magic build in the future. This initial build started off as a Ministry of Magic build series on my channel a while ago, but has stopped halfway through due to a shortage of funds. But I still have plans to eventually make the courtroom scene, all the Ministry of Magic offices, the Department of Mysteries with the Prophecy Room, and of course the big fight scene room with the mysterious archway. So if you'd like to see those plans come to fruition, then make sure to share the video and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys soon for another video.